Hey everyone, thank you for tuning into our YouTube channel. I'm going to do a short flow for you guys to just kind of get yourself up and moving and motivated. So if you are a normal machine yoga student or just tuning in to get in a practice, thank you for being here. We are going to begin seated, so nice and tall, facing in front of the mat. And letting your sitting bones begin to ground down. Stabilizing the sacrum, begin to lengthen into the spine. Letting the crown of your head reach up towards the ceiling as the shoulders soften down and away from your ears. Bringing the palms on the knees to ground. And just taking a few moments to acknowledge your normal breath. Watching it move in and out of the body. Observing the depth, the texture, fluctuation. And then letting the breath begin to even out. Starting to take it in through the nose and out through the nose. Letting it fill your belly, your ribs, and your chest all the way up to your throat. And exhaling, let it pour out in the opposite direction. Chest, ribs, and low belly. Taking a few rounds of breath just like this, breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Letting this breath quiet the mind enough so that you can set an intention, something to help guide you to give your movement meaning and purpose. And then once you have found that intention, bring your hands to heart center in prayer, gentle bow of the head. Guiding your thumbs to the center of the forehead, at the third eye. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. As you inhale, reach up, find length through the spine. And then on your exhale, pouring forward, bringing the shoulders directly above the wrists, the hips directly above the knees, pressing all 10 fingers down. As you breathe in, let your belly fall, turning your gaze forward and up. On your exhale, press and round, tucking the chin to the chest. And again, like that, taking a deep breath in, letting your belly fall, turning the gaze. And exhale, round to find a small compression. Twice more like that, big deep breath in, letting the belly drop. And deep breath out to round. One last time, inhaling fully. And exhaling fully. Leaving the slight round in your spine, touch the big toes together, shift your seat to your heels, and bring your arms out long for a brief child's pose. Letting the shoulders move away from your ears, letting any physical tension in the low back begin to release, and sending your breath to areas that feel tight and tense, especially tension in the mind in the form of worry. And taking a full inhale, and a long exhale. And very gently letting the palms plant, shoulder width distance apart, spreading all 10 fingers wide. Step the feet back and shift your hips high for your first downward facing dog. Taking a few moments to just find some movement. Pedaling out the feet, rolling the shoulders down and away from your ears. Letting the back of the legs heat up, find space, and letting the shoulders find a release. And taking in 2 more breaths. And finding a moment of stillness here, letting your tailbone reach up, pressing all 10 fingers down, guiding your heels towards the mat. Taking an inhale in, and an exhale out. And bringing some heat into the body. As you inhale, travel forward to find plank pose. Take the shoulders over the wrists, gazes forward, pull the low ribs in, engage the thighs, and guide the heels back. Pressing the tips of the fingers down, inhale completely. As you exhale, lower your knees, your chest, and your chin in that order. Elbows into the side of the body, tailbone up. Inhale to guide yourself forward into baby cobra, pressing the tops of the feet down, low lift with the back. Take a moment here, slight tuck of the chin, letting the tops of the feet create more leverage to lift up through the heart. Feel the back body engage. Inhale. Exhale to travel back to child's pose, knowing that this shape is here for you at any moment. Take an inhale in and an exhale out. Tucking the toes, shift your hips high, downward facing dog, big breath in, and long exhale out. As you inhale, shift forward to find plank pose, keeping the gaze forward. This time, as you exhale the breath, bending the arms 90 degrees for Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale to flip the feet, letting the heart spill forward and through for upward facing dog. On your exhale, shift the hips back to downward facing dog. Breathing in and breathing out. Inhale. Exhale, soft bend in the knees, look forward. Begin to walk your feet up in between your hands. Inhale to a flat back, feel free to guide your palms to your shins. Exhale to fold. Separating the feet hip width distance apart, catch opposite elbows, and just hang here for a brief ragdoll. As you shift from side to side, notice the transfer of weight from foot to foot, letting the back of the neck find more length. And continuing to acknowledge your breath and acknowledge your intention. Take one more inhale. As you exhale, fingertips release heavy, soft bend in the knees. Breathe in to slowly come to stand, one vertebra at a time. As you come to find your way into mountain pose, touch the big toes together. Stand up nice and tall. Hands to heart center, rooting down beneath the waist. Find more of a lift through the heart so that more breath can move in. Keeping your breath nice and steady throughout the practice to continue to quiet the mind, staying focused, centered, and present. And getting ready to flow. As you inhale, stretch your arms into the ceiling. Exhale to fold forward, hinging at the hips. Inhale to a standing flat back and look forward. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the palms, nice and easy, step back to plank and lower into Chaturanga. Inhale forward and through for upward facing dog. Exhale, hips back to downward facing dog. 3 full deep breaths. For 1, 2, and 3. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward. Inhale, step or jump to the top of the mat, coming to a standing flat back. Breath moves in. Exhale, bow forward and release. As you breathe in, stretch your arms tall to the ceiling. Exhale, hands to heart center in prayer. And again, like that, flowing with the breath, building heat. Breathe in, reach up. Exhale, fold and let go. Inhale, standing flat back. Exhale, step or jump back into Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hold here and breathe. Letting the breath slow down your heart and slow down your mind. One more inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward. Inhale, step or jump, top of the mat, halfway lift. Exhale, fold and let go. Inhale to reach up, stretching higher. Exhale, hands to heart center. As you breathe in, bend the knees and sink the seat down for Utkatasana, chair pose. Let the weight settle in the heels. Toes light, heart lifted, breath steady. Taking one more breath to prepare. Exhale, fold, release. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, step or jump back to Chaturanga. Inhale for upward facing dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. As you breathe in, right foot steps forward, left heel grounds down for warrior 1. Stretch your arms up. Hold here. Sealing the feet. Let your right hip shift back in space. Soften the shoulders. And taking one more inhale to find space. Exhale, hands down, step back and lower, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Inhale, left foot steps forward, right heel grounds down, reach high, Virabhadrasana, warrior 1. Cutting the pinky side edge of the right foot into the ground, shift the left hip back. One more big deep breath. Exhale, palms down, step back and lower. Inhale to upward facing. Exhale for downward facing. Breathe. Last breath in. Exhale, soft bend in the knees. Breathe in, step or jump, top of the mat, standing flat back. Exhale to fold. Inhale, bend the knees and sink the seat down, Utkatasana, chair pose. As you exhale, come to stand, hands at heart center. Opening up the chest, interlace your fingers at your low back. Breathe in to lift the heart, drawing the knuckles down. As you exhale, bend into the knees, drop the torso onto your thighs, and let your spine be tractioned. Taking 2 more reps here. Releasing your fingertips down, breathe in, standing flat back. Exhale for chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg reaches up, stack your hip and bend your knee. Take a moment, roll out the ankle, lift the right knee a little bit higher. Press evenly into the hands, square off the shoulders, and find a little bit more space in the right side of the body, the right lung. Inhale fully. Exhale, knee to nose. Preparing for low crescent lunge, drop the right knee, drop the left knee, hands to the thigh, press the heart up, and pause here. Letting the heart find space, feel free to stay exactly as you are. Continue to soften the shoulders or reach your arms up towards the ceiling. Slight tuck of the chin, draw the low ribs in, tailbone points down. Breathe. Last full inhale. Exhale, hands to the ground, curl your back toes under, lift your back knee, breathe in, stretch the right arm up for a gentle twist. Continue to draw space throughout the spine as you exhale, twist deeper, wringing everything out. Last breath in. Exhale, fingertips down, staying on the ball of the back foot. Inhale, lengthen the right leg, look forward. Exhale, fold for a modified version of pyramid pose. Lengthen into the back of the legs. Let the heart move towards the toes, and the right hip shift back. I'm taking 1 more inhale. Exhale to rebend the right leg, look forward. Inhale, the left foot steps up to meet the right, standing flat back, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, bend the knees and sink the seat down, Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhale, fold forward, release. Breathe in halfway. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, forward and through for upward facing dog. Exhale, hips high for downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts up, stack the hip and bend the knee, pause here. Find some free movement, roll out the ankle. And opening up the left ribs, breathe in. Exhale, knee to nose, find space. Silently step the left foot forward, drop your right knee and point your toes behind you. Interlace your fingers on your left thigh and press the heart above the hips. Tailbone down, breath in nice and steady. Sinking a little bit deeper. Always taking it to your level. Acknowledge your breath, breathe into areas that are tight. If you'd like, stretch the arms up to the ceiling. We lift and open through the heart and the collarbone. Last breath in. Exhale, hands down, curl the back toes under, lift your back knee. Inhale, left arm stretches up towards the ceiling for a gentle twist. Breathe here. Finding a touch more space. Exhale, ring out. Last inhale in. Exhale, fingertips down, staying on the ball of the back foot. Lengthen into the left leg. Heart comes forward. Inhale. Exhale to fold, nose to knee. Breathe. Taking 1 more steady breath. Exhale, bend the left leg. Inhale, the right foot steps up to meet the left, standing flat back. Exhale to fold. Inhale, reach up, lengthen. Exhale, hands to heart center. As you inhale, bend your knees and sink the seat down. Utkatasana, chair, squeeze the inner thighs together. Guiding your hands to heart center and Anjali Mudra, take a breath in. Exhale, twisting over to the right. Left elbow connects to the outside of the right knee or thigh, or keep it up higher. Listen to your body. Wringing everything out, building more heat. Letting the energy move in. Taking one more inhale. And one more exhale. Breathe into arrive back to center. Exhale, deep twist over to the left. Breathe. Inhale to center, reach up. Exhale, fold and let go. Inhale halfway. Exhale for chaturanga. Inhale through to let the heart open, upward facing. Exhale, hips back to downward facing. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale, right leg reaches up. Exhale, knee to nose. Right foot steps forward, drop the left knee. Inhale, arms reach up, low crescent lunge. Exhale, hands down, curl the back toes under, lift the back knee. Breathe in for a gentle twist. Breathe out, fingertips down. This time, lower the left heel. Inhale, reach up for warrior one. Hold here. Lengthen the breath. And on your next inhale, begin to open your arms and your hips for warrior two, letting the shoulders settle. Reach in opposite directions, find space and length. Last breath in, and last breath out. Inhale to stretch the right arm up and back. Hold here as you exhale the breath, deep bend in the right leg. And then inhale, lengthen the right leg, finding a lot of length down the right side of the body. As you exhale, reach forward, out and down for triangle pose. Let the heart open. Finding space along the right side of the body. Hold here. Right toe presses down. One more full breath in, and long exhale out. Pressing into the feet, coming up. Exhale, bend your right leg. Inhale to transfer the weight into the right foot, shifting forward into half moon. Lengthen the left leg, reach your heel back. Holding your balance through your breath, focusing deeply on the inhale and the exhale. Taking one more moment here. Exhale, fingertips down, square off the hips. Step your left foot down to meet your right. Inhale, standing flat back. Exhale, hold. Inhale, reach up, lengthen. Exhale, connect the hands at the heart. Preparing for the left side. Inhale, reach up. Exhale to bow forward. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lift, stack the hip and bend the knee. Exhale, knee to nose. Leg is stepping forward, drop the right knee, breathe in, reach up, low crescent lunge. Exhale, hands down, curl the back toes under, lift the back knee. Inhale, left arm comes up for the twist. Exhale, fingertips down, lower the right heel, square off the hips, breathe in to rise, warrior one. Hold here as you exhale the breath. Inhale, open for warrior two. Reaching long in opposite directions. Pressing the feet, finding more space in the hips. Last breath in, and last breath out. Inhale, flip the front palm, reach up and back, hold as you exhale the breath. And pressing into the left foot, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, out and down for triangle pose. Rooting down, feel free to gaze up at the right fingers. If this is a lot on your neck, turn the gaze down. Breathe. Pressing into the feet, begin to rise. Exhale, bend your left leg. Inhale, weight to the left foot, shifting forward into Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. Rooting down beneath the left big toe, stretch the right heel back. Hips are on a diagonal, chest squares. 3 breaths here. Last inhale. Exhale, square off the hips. Bring your right foot down to meet your left. Inhale, halfway, look forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach up, stretching. Exhale, hands to heart center. On your next breath in, guide your hands to your waist. Hop or step the feet hip width distance apart. Rooting down, take a breath in. Exhale to fold. Taking the peace fingers around your big toes for Padangusthasana, finding the bind. Take a breath in, look forward. Exhale, fold, nose to knee. Letting the tailbone root up as the weight rolls towards the balls of the feet. Hips directly above the ankles. If you need to put a soft bend in the knees, no problem. Just continue to release tension in the back of the head or neck. And taking one more inhale. And one more exhale. Releasing the bind around the toes. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, fold. This time soften the knees. Slide your hands under your feet. Toes directly onto the wrist crease for Padangusthasana. Releasing any pressure in the wrists. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, fold. If it's comfortable, straighten the legs. Roll the weight towards the toes. Release any tension in the wrist area. And breathing deep into areas that need to find a release. Last breath in. And last breath out. Releasing the hands, guide your hands to your waist. Inhale halfway, hold to the exhale, add a flat back. And then press into the feet, inhale, rise. Stepping the big toes together, rooting down, hands to prayer at heart center, close your eyes. Taking your attention back to your deep Ujjayi breath. And taking your attention back to your intention and your purpose for movement. As you breathe in, extend the arms into the ceiling, take in the room, look up, exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. As you inhale, stretch the right leg up and back. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, stretch the right leg up and back. Exhale, knee to nose. Once more like that, breathe in, lift up and back. Breathe out, knee to nose, and letting the right knee lower, let the right foot come over to the left side of the mat, preparing for pigeon pose, wiggling your left foot further back, hips close to the ground, open up the heart. As you exhale, fold forward, you can stay up high. If it's comfortable, lowering down, breathe into the hips, taking a few moments to just settle in and to soften. One more inhale, and one more exhale. Then your palms gently to the ground to press yourself up. Curl your back toes under to arrive back at downward facing dog. Pedal out the feet. And then as you inhale, left leg comes up and back. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, left leg up and back. Exhale, knee to nose, squeeze it in. Inhale, left leg up and back. Exhale, knee to nose. Left knee lowered, lengthen the right leg directly behind you. Wiggle walking the right foot back, hips lower, take a breath in, open up through the heart. As you exhale, move forward into pigeon pose to the capacity that feels like it's enough for you. And then just hold and breathe, letting the breath release you deeper. And taking notice of what might be coming up for you in the mind through this deep hip opener. Any emotions, any negative thoughts, and anything that doesn't serve you, replace it with a positive thought or with your intention. Hold here and breathe. One more full, complete breath. And then guiding your palms to the ground, press yourself up, curl the back toes under, and find your way back to downward facing dog. Giving yourself a moment here to just find some movement. And as you breathe in, travel forward to plank, keeping the shoulders over the wrists. On your exhale, lower your forearms down to the ground, spreading all 10 fingers wide. Middle fingers in line with your elbows, elbows in line with your shoulders. Pull your belly in, engage the pelvic floor, engage the glutes, and drive your heels back. Hold here, building heat, open the heart. Last breath in. As you exhale, let the hips lower down, point the toes behind you to move into Sphinx pose. If this is a lot on your shoulders, slide your fingertips further forward so the elbows are further forward of the shoulder points. And then finding space throughout the heart. Breathing into the chest. And taking 2 more full breaths. As you exhale, slowly lower down. Bringing your right cheek to the mat, let the arms come by your side, falling heavy, taking a moment to surrender. Noticing the beat of the heart against the ground, and the integrity of the breath. Bringing your forehead to the mat to lengthen into the back of the neck. Bring the legs together, zipping up the inner thighs, interlacing your fingers at your low back, preparing for a variation of locust pose. On your inhale, lift, open the heart, draw the knuckles back, spin the pinky side edges of your feet down to open up the low back. Breathe. Last inhale. And exhale, release, left cheek to the mat, let everything fall heavy. Take a breath here. And finding your way into your final back bend, feel free to repeat Sphinx or locust or bend the knees, reach behind you for the tops of your feet or your ankles. Keep the knees close together. And then breathe in to lift and open up through the chest. Kick and pull. Chin slightly tucked. Taking 3 more breaths. And release, fall heavy. And whatever movements here feel good to release the back bends in the spine. Noticing the energy and moving it throughout the body. And then over the next breath or 2, very slowly, press yourself back to child's pose. If your low back is sore, bring the knees together. Let the spine traction on the thighs. Crown of the head melts down and release the shoulders. 3 full breaths. You can do very, very slowly. Extend the arms out in front of you. Bringing the hips above the knees. Breathe in to let the belly fall. Exhale, round through the spine. Coming back to neutral, step the feet back. And raise your hips high for downward facing dog. Feel free to stay here. If your body needs one last vinyasa, breathe in to travel forward to plank. Exhale for chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Big deep breath in, fill up completely. As you exhale, preparing to move through to seated step or jump the feet through. As you arrive down, finding your way into Dandasana, staff pose, letting the sitting bones press down. Bring your hands by your side, soften the shoulders. Reach through the heels, keeping the whole body active. Take a breath in and a breath out. On your next inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold forward for Paschimottanasana, seated forward bend. Feel free to leave your hands at your shins. Keep lengthening through the heart. And exhale to fold deeper. Taking this to your level, close your eyes. Each breath, find space. Each exhale, fold deeper. One more inhale. And one more exhale. As you breathe in, walking yourself back up, putting a soft bend in your right leg as you exhale the breath. Close the sole of the right foot to the inner left thigh for Janu Shirsasana A. Inhale, reach up. Exhale to fold forward. Lengthening the breath here, let the heart grow towards the toes. And exhale, nose to knee. Last breath in, and last breath out. Inhale, finding your way back up. Exhale, let the right leg lengthen as you bend the left leg. Close the sole of the left foot to the inner right thigh. Breathe in, reach. Exhale, slight twist to fold directly over the right leg. Holding steady. Long, deep breaths. One more inhale. And one more exhale. Inhale, finding your way back up. Exhale to release your left leg. Let the knees shift up and down for a moment, softening into the thighs. And then bending both knees, close the soles of the feet together. Take a breath in, lift and open the heart. Exhale to fold forward. Finding your way into a deeper Baddha Konasana. Open up through the heart, lengthen the spine. Exhale, release deeper. 3 deep breaths. Inhale, arriving back. Exhale, knees together, soles of the feet to the ground. Take yourself to the center of your mat if you're not already there. Reach forward, and then very slowly round down one vertebra at a time, finding your way onto your back. As you come down, lengthen the legs out in front of you. Reach the arms back. Take a breath in to grow long in opposite directions. And exhale, release. Once more like that, grow long, stretch a little bit more through the right fingers and the right toes for a nice side bend. Exhale, release. Inhale, left side lengthens. And exhale, release. And pulling the knees in towards the chest, squeeze your knees in, finding small circles with the knees. Moving them in one direction. And then switching the direction of your circles. And allowing the arms to fall heavy like a T. Begin to drop your knees to the right. Shoulder blades press to the ground. And turn your gaze over to the left. Just letting everything fall heavy here. Letting there be little to no effort. Finding your way through center. Let the knees fall to the left. Shoulder blades press down. Turn your gaze over to the right. And breathe. And coming back to center, pull the knees in, press the low back down. And then begin to extend both legs up towards the ceiling from Viparita Karani. Shoulder blades press down, low back presses down, letting the blood gently travel back towards the heart, using your palms for as much support as you need. And taking one last inhale, driving the heels up. Exhale, knees in, wrapping your arms around your shins, big tight squeeze. And squeezing a little bit more, letting your forehead round up towards your knees, acknowledging this moment of tension, taking a breath in, holding at the top of the inhale. As you exhale, begin to release completely. Finding your way into Shavasana, final rest, allowing the shoulder blades to soften, bringing your palms up and open by your side and the feet naturally open. Letting your intention sink into your body, into your mind. And then taking the next few minutes to just let go. If you need a longer Shavasana, please stay as you are. Honor your breath, honor your body. If you're ready, wiggling the fingers, wiggling the toes, and then bending the knees to place the soles of your feet down to the ground. Take a moment here, letting the low back press down and release. And then reaching your right arm towards the back of the room, begin to roll heavy onto your right side, using your arm as a pillow. Taking in a few last breaths. And then using your left palm to press yourself up to find a comfortable seat so that you can sit up nice and tall. Keeping the eyes closed. Guiding your hands to prayer at heart center. Gentle bow of your head. And moving the thumbs to the center of your forehead in honor of your intention. Take one final deep breath in. As you exhale, bow forward to seal in your practice. Namaste. Thank you all for joining me. I hope that this short practice got you up and moving and motivated. And until next time, namaste.